Far in the south, where the sea touches the endless sky, a little baby penguin lived on a wide sheet of ice. The days were bright and cold, the nights long and full of stars. The penguin loved his frozen home, where every sound was soft and every breeze carried the smell of salt and snow. One morning, the air felt different. The sky hung low and gray, and the world seemed to wait. The little baby penguin stepped outside and looked up. A cool tickle brushed his head. A single snowflake, light as a whisper, landed on his feather and melted into a tiny drop. He blinked in surprise, then joy. More snowflakes drifted down, each one floating slowly, each one taking its own path. The penguin stretched his wings and let them land, feeling their softness. The world around him grew wider and brighter with every moment. He waddled across the ice, leaving neat tracks behind. The snowflakes spun in the air like tiny stars, filling the sky with a quiet dance. The penguin stopped to watch one land on his wing. Its pattern looked like a tiny crystal flower. For a moment it shone clearly, then melted into water, leaving only memory. At the edge of the ice, the sea rolled calmly. Waves tapped against the shore, wearing thin coats of frost. The penguin leaned close and saw flakes resting on the frozen edge, each shaped differently, each beautiful in its own way. He realized that the snow was not the same everywhere. Every flake carried its own design, and every design was a gift. Curious, he climbed a small ridge of ice. From the top he could see the wide ocean on one side and the snowy plains on the other. The storm had begun softly, but now the air shimmered with white. The penguin's heart filled with wonder. The snow was not just falling. It was transforming the world into something new. He waddled down the ridge and found a shallow pool frozen into a clear sheet. Snowflakes landed on the ice, forming little stars that sparkled for a moment before fading. He looked at his reflection, wearing a crown of flakes. He laughed quietly inside, proud of his snowy crown, even if it lasted only a moment. The penguin walked on, following the silver trail of snow. His steps crunched gently on the surface, each footprint a small story written on the ice. He felt small but strong, part of something bigger than himself. Near a drift, the snow had piled into a soft mound. He pushed his beak into it, shaping it into a round form. The snow spilled down in light crystals, and the penguin felt joy in the simple play. The snow asked for nothing but attention, and he gave it freely. The wind grew steady and carried more flakes across the land. Some rested on rocks, others on feathers, others vanished into the sea. The penguin realized that snow was both fragile and powerful, changing the face of the world while landing as lightly as a breath. By afternoon, the sky began to brighten. The snowfall slowed, leaving a soft blanket on the ice. The penguin climbed another ridge and looked over the whitened land. The tracks of other animal seals, birds, and penguins crossed the surface, each marking its own journey. The snow did not erase them, it softened them, making them part of a shared story. When evening came, the wind quieted. The little baby penguin returned toward his group. Other penguins stood together in a circle, their feathers dusted with snow. They huddled close, sharing warmth, their breaths rising like small clouds. The snow fell gently around them, wrapping the group in silence. The penguin pressed into the circle and closed his eyes. The memory of the first snowflake stayed bright inside him. It had been small and light, yet it had changed the day, teaching him to see the beauty in small things. That night, as the stars shone high above, the little baby penguin drifted into dreams filled with snowflakes. Some looked like stars, some like flowers, some like soft feathers. In every dream, the snow spoke the same truth. Even the smallest wonder can make the world feel new. And so, the little baby penguin lived happily on the ice, gentle and curious, always ready to welcome the next snowflake with joy.